like some sort of an interim gig or an assistant gig somewhere
Well,
on the
let's
coach.
talk about that because AQ Shipley was an offensive line coach
Right.
for the Bucs. What about Ryan Jensen? Would maybe Todd Bowles say, "Hey, man, you can come in, you can be," and look, I've seen a lot of people comment on my videos about this, and I sit there and I look at the comments and go, man, they kind of spitting. They kind of dropping some bars here. Like, okay, Ryan Jensen as a coach, I'd be all for it. You lost Joe Gilbert to the Carolina Panthers, and let's be honest, Harold Goodwin's gone. He went to the Carolina Panthers, and let's be honest, maybe it was time. But Ryan Jensen is a coaching intern and assistant offensive line coach. Like, why not? I remember I was looking at the Bucs coaching staff. Do you know who's on the Bucs coaching staff?
That's a
Rashad
vague question, but
Rashad
go.
Johnson. Remember
Is he
that guy?
really?
I didn't
Yeah,
know
I didn't
that.
know he was. I didn't know he was on the Bucks coach staff either. What is his title?
He was like an assistant secondary coach, I believe, something along those
Okay.
lines. Keith Tandy, former Bucs player,
Keith
went.
Tandy, the legend.
Yeah, he's the assistant special teams coach. He might get promoted to special teams coordinator, Billy. We don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. But like, I would be 1,000,000%. I'm sure that's gonna be a conversation that'll be had. In fact, I'm gonna say it will be a conversation that will be had.
Definitive takes, James.
Definitive takes that Ryan Jensen will be asked to
It's at least,
be
yeah, that it's
to.
offered to him. Whether or not he's interested is a different.
I hope he is. I hope he is because I think that would be fantastic. I would love to see Coach Jensen out there. Keep him in Tampa Bay as well. Just the culture. You want to talk about a culture guy? Have a
Yeah.
guy like Jensen out there, former player, can help coach some of those guys up. I'd be 100% for it. What about you?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. Like I was talking about it, the fact that he came to games knowing he wasn't going to play, it's very easy in that situation. If you're, it's hard to keep yourself a part of the team if you're not actively engaging in any team activities, right? You literally just can't. It's very easy to get, kind of dejected and feel like you're just getting pushed out. Even if you're not, you could just kind of get in your own head with that. To be on the sideline, be at the games, be interactive with the players, and still be there as a sounding board and stuff. That I think that speaks volumes to his character. And, yeah, that's the kind of guy you would hope sticks around because he is invested in the organization, has spent a number of years here. It felt like a short time. It still does feel like a short time. I guess that's just because his career is cut short. He had many more years to go, potentially, but still, yeah, absolutely the guy you would want to keep around if he's interested.
I mean, you want to talk about culture too, like Jensen, really diving in with those O linemen and just really teaching them to get after it.
I
It
think about how much the offensive line grew this year,
yeah,
right? From the start of the season to the end of the season. There are a lot of things I'm sure that play a role in that, but this Jensen's influence or just conversations with him and the impact he's had, does that play a part there?
I agree 100%. So like I'd love to see Jensen as a coach. Will it happen? I hope it does. But like you said, you made a great point. It's up to Jensen.
Yeah.
Jensen wants to coach. I think the Buccaneers would certainly have a spot for him. If he doesn't want to coach, well, then he's not going to coach.
The AQ Shipley was a great example. The AQ Shipley one, because same thing. He had an injury and couldn't play, so then was still a part of the team in some capacity. It's a very similar situation.
Yeah, a very, very, very similar situation. But will Todd Bowles pull a BA and say, "Hey, you're not done here"? Is Todd Bowles gonna? Does Todd Bowles have that in him? I don't know. Hope he does. And also, like the more important question is, would Ryan Jensen want to do that? AQ
Yeah.
Shipley did. Would Ryan Jensen want to? I don't know.